Good morning. Reg Knight from Istanbul. I have been following the Epstein case very closely, even from here. And it's 2:30 in the morning. I'm on my way to another location in Turkey, but uh, I thought I would be negligent if I didn't have anything to say about what Trump is proposing. He has directed Pam Bondi and Cash Patel to investigate Bill Clinton and other people involved in this Epstein scandal. And it reminded me of something that happened in France at the turn of the 20th century with this guy named Dreyfus. Dreyfus was a French lieutenant. He was a quartermaster. He took care of all the beans, bullets, and, all the supplies. He was accused of stealing money from the French government when actually it was his superiors that were doing the same thing. When these discrepancies were discovered, they blamed it on him. In a sham trial, they sent him to Devil's Island to spend the rest of his life in prison. Well, a French playwright, his name was Emile Zola, Zola. When he found about it, he was incensed. And he wrote this famous letter to the French president called I Accuse. And in that letter, he spelled out all of the judicial misdeeds and how this guy was innocent and they had evidence to prove it. Well, it took a while, but Mr. Dreyfus was eventually exonerated and removed from Devil's Island. But while Mr. Zola made these accusations, he was accused of libel, convicted on 23 counts, and he had to run from France in order to avoid being on Devil's Island himself. What's the takeaway from this and what's the correlation? Real simply, is that there is really nothing new under the sun. Powerful people will always take underlings to try to blame them for their misdoings. And that is what you're seeing in this Trump and Epstein case. We have heard the explosive bombshell revelations in the last couple of days involving him and Bill Clinton. And, I can make jokes about it, but I don't find it funny for one reason alone, is that he has made a lifetime habit of accusing people of things that he does on a regular basis. And now that all the evidence is being revealed on how vile and nasty he is, he's going to try to escape persecution and prosecution by deflecting to someone else. Now, I'm not saying that Bill Clinton and others aren't guilty. And if that's the case, they should be prosecuted within the full extent of the law. But under no circumstances will there be a fair investigation, an inquiry looking into this matter as long as Pam Bondi and Cash Patel, his acolytes, have their hands on the trigger. It's my fervent hope that the 70 to 80 Republicans who have defected will vote that the full unredacted version of the Epstein files are released, and then the public will see what they need to see. Now, having said all that, I will say this, is that I had a dream, a vision back in November 2024, and I believe that it's coming to fruition now. I do not believe for 1 second that Donald Trump can remain in office, nor any of the people who helped him get there. And I think it's only a matter of time before Kamala Harris takes her proper place as president of these United States. You can quote me on that, because as this thing continues to unravel, there are too many loose ends for them to tie up. That's my take. Reg Knight from Istanbul. Have a good day.